these are honestly the most important softwares that I would recommend checking out. Now, when I started hiring more people in my team, I started to have a bit of trouble with Trello, because now apps are getting so self-sufficient. It helps me stay, in my digital wellness boundaries. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Today's training is going to be about what platforms, softwares, and apps I use every day as a full-time coach, and also just apps that I would recommend checking out if you're not doing so yet. Remember that evidently this is going to be a little bit more pertinent and applicable to coaches, considering that I'm a coach and these are things that I use. But if you're still a digital marketer and you promote your digital product online and you want to monetize online, this will probably still be very beneficial to watch. Also, let me make a quick disclaimer that I have a team, so I delegate a lot of the other tasks that I used to do when I did not have a team. For example, doing my social media posts and organizing the scheduling of those posts and using Excel sheets and all the things that I used to do, I'm now delegating to my team, to my social media strategist, my community manager, and my assistant. So there are certain things that I used to use that I'm not putting here anymore, but these are honestly the most important softwares that I would recommend checking out, or at least glancing over to see. Another thing that I do want to say before I get started is one of the ways that you can incorporate digital wellness into your business is by actually looking into every single feature that your everyday apps that you use have. Because now apps are getting so self-sufficient, meaning that they have different features for different things, and they are starting to replace, like one platform can replace three. Okay, so I have been doing a lot of letting go of old platforms, and I'll be talking about a few that I'm not using anymore, because I just want to use fewer platforms that have more features, if that makes sense. And it doesn't, incentivize me to go from app to app. It helps me stay, in my digital wellness boundaries, and it's just simpler. And for me, simplicity really is the key to my happiness. So that's exactly what I aim for. So I am going to be dividing these apps into three categories. I'm going to do communication, content creation, and marketing. I forgot for a second. I'm going to start with communication, and I'll be sharing my screen so I can show you around. I'm not going to give you tutorials. I'm just going to show you how it looks like and tell you a little bit about it. So the first one I want to talk about is Trello. It's just a project organization management app for teams. You can have it on your desktop, and you can also have it in your phone. And I really did not start using this platform until I got an assistant, because it really helped me organize pendings, to-dos, projects, requests, and really have that effective communication that I wanted with my assistant. Because now I wasn't just doing it with myself. Now I had to delegate and communicate with another person, right? It's very, very efficient. But just to give you a little tour, I mean, you have your boards, the to-dos, the doing, the done. You can create different boards, and then you can do different boards anyway. So there's so many terminology with different softwares. I really get confused at this point, but it is really simple in the beginning. Now, when I started hiring more people in my team, I started to have a bit of trouble with Trello, because I was using other apps to compensate the things that Trello didn't have. So I just ended up using the next one that I'm going to talk about, which is ClickUp. So ClickUp is a software, and you can see here, this is my ClickUp board, but I have my operations board, I have my social media board, I have my community management board, which are the three people in my team, and then I have my Jumpstart Your Business course, which is, of course, my signature course. And what's cool about this is that this is how I teach people how to launch businesses. What's special about ClickUp, and the reason why I switch over to ClickUp, is because it's really a platform that replaces it all. I mean, the slogan is very, very true. That's actually ClickUp's slogan. I grew my team, which means more delegations, more communication, more tasks, and it really enabled me to manage my projects more effectively, to do daily tasks, assigned it to a specific team, and other team members not to get confused. Honestly, it helped me launch more effectively. The amount of ways that you can give yourself reminders, that you can see all the to-dos, you have so many options to see the things depending on how you like to see them. It's really, really good. It's a kind of like a level up to Trello. The next one I want to talk about is Google Workspace. So this used to be called Google G Suite before. And when you open up a G Suite or you open up a Google Workspace, you're opening up a new domain. My email is not theblissfulstep@gmail. It's Gabby@theblissfulstep.com, right? So to have that business Gmail, you need to open up a Google Workspace, aka G Suite. It's honestly, I don't recommend doing this in the beginning. I didn't need a fancy Gmail. The only reason why I got a G Suite and I recommend my clients to get an actual G Suite is when you are, say, for example, my assistant now has admin@theblissfulstep.com. So I can see her email, she can see my email. We have, the same workspace, but she has a whole different designated task through a different email. So, and I obviously pay that for her. So yeah, it just helps you delegate a lot with customer service and all that good stuff. But honestly, when you're just a one-man team, you don't really need G Suite. But again, the only difference between Gmail and G Suite or Google Workspace is that you have like Google Meet, you have the chat, you have different features that are specific to communication within a team. But again, just to talk about Google in general, I mean, the Google Forms is something that I use all the time, mostly like for quizzes or testimonials at the end of my program. I also use Google Drive to save absolutely all of my documents, so I don't have to have it in a hard drive, considering that if I want to borrow a computer or a laptop, I can have my business up and running perfectly. I mean, if you actually poke around the settings option, you find so many good, incredible features that help you organize communication with obviously the people that email you. And when you are doing email marketing and when you are promoting your products through email, it is very important to be organized. Okay, so next up, I'm going to talk about ZohoSign. So ZohoSign is the software that I use to sign my important documents, my contracts. There's so many. Oh my gosh, there is so many. There's PandaDoc, there's DocuSign, there's so many. And there's even platforms that include a contract software. The reason why I use this separately is because it was really a beautiful way for me to just organize my legal documents. I really actually didn't use any sort of software for documents. I used to just send it through email until like a year ago, because I really didn't need it. But there are a lot of softwares that you can use. I like ZohoSign just because it's honestly the most affordable one. It has a lot of different features that I need, and it's simple. It's so simple compared to the other ones. And yeah, you can create your own templates on Google Doc and then transfer them over, and it just makes it like a contract. It's really cool. Okay, next one is Telegram. So we're still in the communications. So here's the thing about Telegram. I was not able to find for the longest time a software that I can separate completely to just business. I used Slack for a little bit, but it was just too much. I'm telling you, I like simple stuff. And Telegram is like a WhatsApp that is not WhatsApp, because I'm Hispanic, and the Hispanic community, it's like my mom, my grandma, they're all in WhatsApp. So I wanted it to be separate. Its own thing. So when I do have a client request and I do want to turn on my notifications for my important client messages, I just have Telegram as like my emergency little, like if that notification red button is on, I will click on it because a client needs me, sort of thing. But with WhatsApp and with Facebook and like all these other commonly used, even people talk to their clients through Instagram chat, which I think is ridiculous. You need to have some separation to have the digital wellness boundary. And so Telegram really has been the best because it looks just like WhatsApp with way many more features, simple features. And it helps me separate also my program. So my membership, my ongoing coaching program versus the one that I launch 4 times a year, which is the Jumpstarting Business course. So I have like 2 separate channels, 2 separate groups where I can communicate, and I can also talk to my people individually. So it really just looks like a WhatsApp. It's incredible. I love it. You can put polls. It's really fun. I recommend it 100% for businesses if you're looking to like separate those two. Okay, now let's dive into the content creation portion. Teachable. Let me talk about this. I have been through every single software to host my coaching program. I've been through Practice Better when I was a health coach. I've been through Kajabi. I went through another course creation platform. I forget what it's called. Anyways, but I've been with Teachable for more than 2 years now. And it is a miracle. It is a miracle that I stayed with a platform this long, but I honestly swear by it. I am going to leave you my referral code down in the bottom so you can check it out. But honestly, guys, there's so many businesses that can use this. And I think that they actually have some examples here of different businesses that use Teachable. It is a beautiful community. I love how user-friendly it is. In the beginning, it's so intimidating. I'm just going to put health just to put it. So you can do like yoga courses, there's breastfeeding courses. Yeah, there's just a community for so many. See, I have a membership in Teachable. I also have courses on Teachable. Again, I can't say enough about it, but pretty much hands down best platform. I've switched around from platforms. I've been a happy Teachable customer since 2019. Let's go to InShot next. So InShot is an app. You can download it on your desktop, but I did want to show you guys, this is probably the most commonly used, at least in my experience, like all my clients and all the people that I see edit photos on Instagram, I just end up seeing them use this same thing. And there's millions of different platforms that you can utilize, but honestly, this is what they use for some reason. And I've used it for a while, for like 3 years. They just keep bumping it up. It's very user-friendly. I feel like that's really what gets me. It's very user-friendly. I'm good to go. But yeah, you can trim videos, you can remove middle parts, you can split videos, you can merge clips, you can put audios on top of these videos. You have different, obviously, if you pay a little bit more, there's like different effects that you can do. You can add stickers. It is really cool to edit reels and just overall TikTok videos. Next up is Loom. Loom, I use Zoom, like I'm recording this on Zoom right now because it's just, again, easy. I don't do fancy things because I'm here to coach, okay? I'm not like a professional content creator. I mean, I guess I am, but I'm not, it's not my job. My job is to coach. So I keep it as simple as I can. And Loom, I do use for courses. And there's so many reasons why. I used to record my courses through Zoom, but honestly, Loom just, it's the best. It's really, really, really the best. And there's several reasons. So Canva does have a few Loom features. So like I could replace Loom easily. However, the reason why I haven't discarded this app just yet is because its shareable features and cloud storage are top notch. It makes my life easier. So I do the majority of screen recordings, videos, you know, for my courses, and I store them in Loom. So it's like my separate Google Drive. It's just like I record, I hit done, it's done. Like that's it. You can even edit it in Loom. It's really, really easy to use. But let me see if I can see. You can copy a link, you can send it to someone immediately, you can send emails immediately. It is so easy to share a video, and it doesn't require much cloud space. So you're not actually sending the heavy video through email, you're sending the link. Very cool. Another thing that I love is the fact that you can react to certain videos. You know, when someone's watching a recording, there's little emojis on the bottom, and they can, you know, put little like clapping emoji or like happy emoji or sad or surprised emoji. And I love that in my course, because when you take my courses, you see other people's reaction before. And I think that's so cool. I love Loom. It's going to be, yeah, I would definitely, even though Canva has this ability of like screen recording your presentation and the whole deal, I'm so convinced. Okay, let's go to now marketing. So for marketing, I'm going to talk about Milkshake. Milkshake is an app I've been using for at least a year, and it's the link in my bio. The link in my bio, it's actually the website of your Instagram. I don't like Linktree. And the reason why I don't like Linktree is because it just gives you links. And for me, that's really not enough. It just loses its interest. Not like you need to click on this because of look at this page, right? Linktree is more like click on this link or this link or this link. It's just too many odds for people not to click on the things that I want them to click. So the reason why I love Milkshake is because it actually gives you a landing page for every single one of your links. And I translate every single one of my content. So you can imagine how important it is for me as a bilingual coach to feature my links in ways that I can, you know, it's easy for people to navigate through each language. So it kind of looks like this. You have your milkshake link and it goes to these, you know, so you have like you have more context behind the link. That's what I meant to say. Okay, we're almost done. Finishing with 2 more. So I have obviously Canva. I mean, I don't think I need to say anything about this. Ooh, it's phenomenal. It's life-changing. It is literally my marketer, my digital creator god. It's incredible. I don't think I need to say more about Canva. Oh, one thing that I would suggest on Canva, look at all the features. Please utilize all of them, especially if you're paying for it, which you should. If you are a content creator, if you want to make this a full-time gig, you should be paying for Canva because it's going to help you so much. But look at the new features, okay? So you can designate things to teams. You can share files very efficiently. You can even sell templates. You can create a brand kit and have already like your colors up and running. And yeah, it's very, very cool to see all the features that they're adding on. Okay, next up, ConvertKit. So email marketing software. All of you should have an email marketing software if you're a full-time entrepreneur. I prefer ConvertKit. I've gone through, honestly, I've just done MailChimp. That's it. Obviously, don't do MailChimp. It is, I mean, who knows anymore? They're doing a good job at updating these apps. But honestly, for me, MailChimp was the best user-friendly app, and you know I like simple stuff. So ConvertKit was a beautiful mix between aesthetically pleasing, user-friendly, and also affordable, honestly. I like ConvertKit. I love the team. I love the customer service. And my favorite email marketing, honestly, so far, I believe that choosing the right email marketing software is very industry specific. Okay. So for informative and educational professionals, so like coaches, bloggers, writers, I particularly love ConvertKit for sure. But you know, there's also Flowdesk and there's Aweber and there's just so many different marketing softwares that I would suggest doing your investigation. But for me, so far, love ConvertKit. And lastly, I'm going to talk about Squarespace, but it's Acuity scheduling. So Acuity is my scheduling app. I choose this versus Calendly, surprisingly, because Calendly is way more user-friendly. But again, I coach in both languages. I have double everything. Like I have literally 2 businesses. One is in English, one is in Spanish. They're the same thing, but they're translated. And I need both. Like I need the links. If I have 4 links here, I need 4 links here. So I have 8 links total. That's what I love about this. It's just the ability to create, you know, different links for different types of calls, for different types of people, and different opportunities, and to be able to time out my availability, and you can even check out people from this email marketing software. And it is a little bit more expensive than Calendly, I believe, but yeah, $15 a month is what I pay. I don't use this part. So yeah, I think that is it for this is what I use every day. There's little things that I probably missed out, but I just wanted you to know on like the basic foundational softwares that I use and I recommend. If you guys have anything that you would like to add that you think that I missed, you can drop it down below in the comments. And if you have any requests for next trainings, let me know so I can consider them and help you guys out. Have a great one.